Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Another Thursday is upon us. It is time for everybody's favorite 20 or so minutes on a Thursday. It is Jank Pack Thursday. Last week was the Hyborian Gates trading card game. Wow, that took a little longer than it should have. And I should have remembered last week because there was no gum involved. However, this week there will be, unfortunately, because it is the alternate week. But 72 entries live upon the wheel. We're going to shuffle, we're going to spin, and we're going to give our little history fact of the day. Let us go. And on this date, June the 12th, the year is 2011, so very recent. Scientists announced the discovery of the oldest artwork ever found in the Americas. It is an engraving of a mammoth on either the bone of a mammoth, mastodon, or a giant sloth, dated or estimated to be at least 13,000 years old, and it was actually found in Vero Beach, Florida, of all places. Coming up, we are going magic hunting. We are going to the Presstine Dollarama packs of Magic the Gathering, coming from the autograph fisherman John Burgess. But just wait 1 second, and yeah, I've got to get the gum wheel up. So 1 moment. All right, we're back. Only 5 left in this run, I should say. More's coming. Don't worry. I am, but you shouldn't be. So let's spin and see which one comes up. God, if I had to pick. The 91 gum has been just unfortunate. 86, I think, honestly, I don't know. It just, there we go. That answers that question. Enos Cable, or Cabo. Cable? Not quite sure. But it's 1986 tops. Fairly sure about that. This is going to be a fun one. All right. See you at the table in a second. And over at the table we are. We're going digging for the Presstine pack of Magic the Gathering, which does have a very distinctive looking packaging, but we are looking for the one coming from, there we go, coming from John Burgess, the autograph fisherman. I do have another one in there that has come from Dan, so want to make sure we get the right one. And actually with the hunt pack, it's going to be a very magical Jank Pack Thursday. So you'll see what I mean in a moment. So what do we have? We have the Presstine, the Dollarama, 15 trading cards, includes 1 rare card. Let's go. And there's going to be all kinds of different sets. So I think in post I'll actually see. We'll take a look and we'll see what the variety of the sets was as I go through this. I'll just I'll pop up a graphic at the end of it. I'll put something there. But let us go and see what we got. And I love me Magic cards. And I wish that the dollar stores here would do something like this in the way of repacks, because it's just fun. So let's go in and let's just enjoy taking a look at what we got. We've got Tormenting Voice. That is a really love the artwork, and I'm going to give myself a little pause each time so we can put up exactly what they are. Swimmer in Nightmares, a Nightmare Merfolk. Yep, that about sums that up. Oop, we have Upside Down. We have, it's a Daybound card. I use this in the werewolf deck I make. Daybound and Nightbound. Kessig Naturalist. On one, it comes in as a 2/2 human werewolf, and then once it turns to nighttime, it turns into a 3/3, and other werewolves you control get +1/+1. Fascinating thing, the Nightbound cards. I'm going to have to do a little deep dive into that because they are really, really interesting. The Feast of Sanity. That's certainly a thing. Well, we've got more Upside Down. Here, you know what? We're just going to take a moment and make sure everything goes there. Boom. We've got the Alabaster Host Intercessor, a Phyrexian Samurai. Plain cycling, very simple. You have to pay 2 mana, you discard this card, and then you search your library for a plains. They do that with each of the different mana types. Woo! Oh, I like you, Tormentor Exarch. A cleric, but that doesn't look like any cleric that you would normally think of, but it's an older set, 2011, so I can't wait to see what that was. Here is our rare Gray Host Reinforcements, a Spirit Soldier. God, the artwork is just... And the thing is, you look back at the old artwork, it's just amazing to see how far it's come and how far it's still going to go. We've got Reeves Soul right there. Now we're going to start on the other one. We got another, and I love these kind of different, the non-basic lands, the Unknown Shores. Absolutely love how they look. Go right there. The Thrill of Possibility. In addition to this, as an addition to paying that, you discard a card and then you draw 2 cards. Can come in very handy or could be a disaster. The Talon of Pain. That is a really sweet-looking kind of RPG-type weapon. We've got Tide Shaper, a Merfolk Wizard. Beautiful artwork. Love the colors. Okay, I do know what that one is. That's Modern Horizons 2. Some of them I do recognize. Onaki Javelineer. That is quite something right there. A 5/4, and if you tap it, it deals 2 damage to the target player. And, I thought it was the last one, but it is not. The Lucky Clover. Whenever you cast an adventure... Oh, God, that... I hate... Whenever I see that card come out, I rage quit. Because it's just going to get bad. Because every time you cast one of those spells that has, like, the little 2 things over here, you cast it once and then again, it copies it each time. Very annoying. And the final card, Teach by Example. The colors are poppin'. STX, I am unfamiliar with which one that is, but that may be Strixhaven? We'll see if I was right. But that is a stunning thing. And then, you know what, honestly, for $1.50, you get 15 really cool Magic cards. Thank you, John. Thank you. I know I've got a couple other things in the box from John. I believe also one of these style of packs of, if I remember correctly, Yu-Gi-Oh! So all kinds of more fun stuff coming from the land up north, Dollarama, and my fantastic Canadian friends. And now we move on to community shoutout. This week, the shoutout goes to Red Rum, my bearded brother from another mother way down south, sitting at 933 subs. Josh is fun. Josh is awesome. You're going to get all kinds of cool stuff, a lot of scrap hauls, and some really, really good music riffs. Whenever he posts some music clips, highly advise you to take a listen to them because it's so amazing watching somebody that you've gotten to know on YouTube display, a talent like that, whether it be art, music, design, whatever. I think it's absolutely cool. He's always popping into streams and premieres, just a good quality human being, well deserving of over 1,000 subs and more. I guess we should probably decant the gum from Tim. It was, what was it? Enos Cable, or Cabell. I'm not sure. But there's Jerry Don Gleaton. There it is. The bottom one. It's... Oh, it's moving around. We have victory. I don't have to eat cardboard today, although that could be a blessing or a curse. But let us just see what in the world we have, and then we're going to go for the hunt pack, and then we're going to eat this, but I have to tease it. Ooh. Yeah. But at least it came off clean. Actually didn't leave. The funny thing is, you look at that, it doesn't look unpleasant. But it is. Oh, all right. On to the hunt pack, and I swapped out one of the sets of Magic that has been with us for a while and replaced it with another. This time I made a brand new checklist of all the fun stuff that I was looking for, and we are going to turn our attention once again to something I opened a little while ago. One of the more recent sets, Aetherdrift, very vehicle-based, and I'm really looking forward to digging into it a little more often. I think by the time this airs, the Final Fantasy set is released tomorrow, the 13th, I want to say. But I can't wait to dig into that. I'm going to be getting one of them. So let's go in and see what we got. Starting right off with a token creature. It is a token pilot 1/1. Saddles, mounts, and crews as though its power were 2 greater. And what that means essentially is I'm going to come back to it. We'll see if we get an actual mount in this pack. Here's our foil, the Jungle Hollow. Absolutely beautiful. It is a plain swamp. I like the fact a lot of this is very like road-based. Ooh, double foil. Let's go. The Spike Shell Harrier, a robot turtle. That is an interesting combination. Here's our rare. We've got Howl Squad Heavy, a Goblin Mercenary. Start your engines. That is something I have not figured out yet. But that, I like. We got our little foil thing there. Okay, here we go. We've got a mount, so I can explain this. Glory Heath Lynx. It is a 2/3 cat mount. Now, saddle. You saw that this token here mentioned saddle. And it said if power were 2 greater, which would imply its power would be 3. When you saddle a creature, you tap any other number of creatures you have that make it hit the saddle number. So in this case, it would be tap enough creatures so the power is 2. So in that case, this would do it plus an additional 1. And then you can use this creature with its saddle power. So whenever it attacks while saddled, search your library for a basic plains card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So every time you saddle it, you get to do something. I think that's a pretty cool mechanic. We've got the Aether Siphon. Kind of looks like a shark. That is awesome looking. The Veteran Beast Rider. Apocalypse Runner. That is sweet looking. A 6/5 vehicle with a crew of 3. Starting Column. The artwork is crazy. Ticket Tortoise, another turtle. I don't really see the turtle much, but he's a turtle. The Ripclaw Wrangler. That is great looking, and a lot of crew stuff. Venom Sack Lagok, a lizard mount with Death Touch. Burner Rocket. That is just a happy-go-lucky-looking fella carrying some sort of jet engine. And our final one, the Nope, I am wrong again. The magic is thwarting me. Gear Seeker Serpent, a 5/6 serpent. Affinity for artifacts. That means for every artifact that you have out there, it costs 1 less. So if you have a bunch of artifacts, this massive creature could, in theory, only come in for 2 island mana. And the final one is the Leonin Survivor. It is a cat scout riding a very majestic-looking bighorn sheep? I don't know. The art is awesome on this. I'm going to pause a second and see if I got any off the checklist in that pool. So 1 moment. Well, unfortunately, that entire pack did not get one of them that I put on the checklist. But it is quite all right. Let's see if we got any of the different formats because the numbers actually tell the tale of what it is. No, anything over 291 in the numbers there is when, you see there, anything over 291 is when you start getting into the other formats. Hell, it's time. Hello all, I'm back. So's this. 1986. That was a long time ago. 39 years. Let's see if we can taste every one of those 39 years. Oh. Ow. All right. It's like crunchy. But then it turns soft. Ooh. The flavor I'm used to, just that flavor of old, perfectly used to that. That texture was weird. Like it crunched, but then immediately started to go soft and then hard. It compacted. That's the word I'm looking for. But it's gone. No, the gum is gone. Taste is not. That's just too bad. Flip it. I'm out of this. Nope. And we're back. Oh, that was the thing. Oh, it just gets worse. But that's going to do it for Jank Pack Thursday. Thank you to so much everybody in the chat. Thank you once again to John for the pack of Magic cards that I just love them. I could look at Magic cards all day with the artwork. It is amazing fun. Shout out to Red Rum Josh. Link to him down in the description below. Please make sure to check him out. Let's get him to 1,000 subs plus. What's going on the rest of the week? Tomorrow, 6:30 on her channel, 7 on mine. Julie Farnham and I resume the battle on Friday the 13th. This time we are battling with a blaster of Panini Phoenix football. And trust me, it looks awesome. You're going to want to catch that battle as well. Saturday normally would be battle cards. Unfortunately, I am out of town this weekend, but I will be back Monday for normal shenanigans. So there, unfortunately, will not be battle cards this week on Tim's channel. But look for that to come back because there's going to be some quest updates and all that fun stuff. So, thank you so much once again for joining. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought down below. Don't eat old gum, and we'll see you next time, everyone.